Okay, ready.
What's up, everybody? Podcast number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
We're missing a member
Um,
today.
We are
Paris.
missing a
Yeah.
member today. Paris, she's sick. Blessing and prayers for her. Amen.
Thoughts and
Um,
prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. But for this podcast, we're going to be talking about Orlando, Florida. We've all been to Orlando, so we're all going to pitch in pretty evenly and say like our favorite parts of Florida, what we like to do, and stuff like that. So why don't we go ahead and kick it off? I guess I'll start. Orlando has been one of my favorite destinations to go and visit, especially as a young kid. A lot of my family is from the Tampa, Orlando, Clearwater area. So I spent a lot of my childhood in that area. And I mean, Disney, Universal, Busch Gardens, they're all great areas. I mean, great amusement parks, especially Disney and Orlando. My grandpa actually used to work for Disney on the like the technological side of it, and he would always get us into Disney for free. And we
What?
would get yeah, he
Dang.
does. And
He
we
still
would
work there? Like, do you still get the discount?
we still get the discount, but it's not as good as it used to be.
Mm.
But it was like discounted hotel rooms, discounted Disney tickets. It was a lot of fun, so we would always go. Unfortunately, that was not the same for Universal, but it was fun while it lasted.
Dang. Well, I guess I'll start. I've been to Universal a couple times. Well, I went the first time with no adults with my boyfriend last year. And I've been to Orlando a couple times. It's always a great time. I love the beach, great food, great weather compared to here in Georgia. And it's just all around a good time. I'm literally going next year. That's how great it is. So, yeah. I've never been to Disney World, though.
I can't believe you've ever been to Disney World. That's crazy. You really need to go.
I've never. Disney World compared to Universal is so expensive.
Yeah,
Well,
It is. I think
It's
it's
a lot.
expensive just because they have a lot more to offer just because Disney has all their parks and stuff. But I just feel like because all of the parks they have and all they have to offer, they could like definitely knock down the pricing
yeah.
to kind of make it affordable for people to come. And I did see somewhere, I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw some articles saying that Elon Musk actually wants to buy Disney.
Then I won't go.
But that's crazy because a lot of people are saying like if Elon Musk buys it, then that they would go because he would make it cheaper and more accessible for people to go.
I feel like
But
he would make it more expensive because I feel like he would bring in all his technology and stuff. People gonna be
yeah,
riding in Teslas throughout the amusement park.
hey, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, Disney definitely is fun, but obviously I feel like I mean, you do have your like Disney adults, like people that really do enjoy Disney, but I feel like their main demographic is definitely the younger generation, whereas Universal is more of a aimed towards the older generation.
I agree. I never thought about that, but yeah, that's very true.
Yeah,
Have you ever
because
seen like those videos on TikTok of people getting drunk while at Disney and they're just
oh my
falling
gosh,
all
yeah,
over the place?
drinking, that's like
Freaking around the world. I did that.
I always tell my
Yeah,
friends,
like,
I go,
really?
whenever I go back to Disney, not if, because I probably will go back in my lifetime, but whenever I go back, I want to drink around the world because a lot of people say they tap out after like after I think the sixth country,
I
but
think I made it to 7.
I would go. I think they have 13 there if I'm not mistaken, but I'd want to go all the way, and
I
then
have a video of me
I'd
drinking
have to
around.
have a park worker drive me out on their golf cart,
Yeah.
maybe.
But like I feel like the trick is to like drink at one, take you a little break, then drink at another.
Dude, I got food with every single drink I got.
Yeah, like
And
definitely get
water.
like something to eat and then like a
Yeah.
drink and water and like a little thing to munch on to like absorb it.
Yeah.
And
But I would definitely do that. Universal's fun. I like how they have Universal Studios and they have their like Universal Adventure Park or Land. I don't know. Probably another that I know it's Adventure something. And those are where like all the rides are and everything, whereas Universal Studios is more of uh like Magic Kingdom or Epcot type beat where you like walk around and that's where all their stores are.
yeah.
And like they have a few rides, but not a lot. But my favorite part about Universal would definitely be like Harry Potter World. I
Love, love.
loved going to
I was actually
Diagon
watching Harry
Alley.
Potter before our call, which is really funny.
It's an
One of my
iconic movie.
I mean the movies are just so fascinating. And apparently J.K.
Oh,
Rowling
I
is
have something
wanting
that I got
to
from there actually. I'm gonna go get it.
you get it. Um,
I
apparently
got
J.K.
them
Rowling.
at Universal when I
Oh
went.
my
Oh, you can't
goodness.
really
I thought it
see.
was gonna be Harry Potter related.
I did
I do
too.
I do have a Harry Potter cup that I got from there, but like I would have to go all the way in
When
the kitchen.
I went to Harry Potter World, I got Harry Potter. It's one of my favorite movie series, so obviously, naturally, I'd be a big fan of Diagon Alley and Harry Potter World. Um, the butterbeer there was so great, but when I went there, I did go to um, Ollivander's wand shop, and I got a custom wand and they did that whole thing where like you you like do in the shop and all the books are moving around and blah blah blah
My boyfriend did
all that was
that.
fun. And then I also got a robe. At the time I was a Gryffindor, but I've transitioned into a Slytherin as I've grown.
Oh,
Um so
Gryffindor.
I'll still wear sometimes if I don't have a Halloween costume, I'll throw on the robe and be like, "Ah, I'm Harry Potter." But deep down inside I'm probably a Draco.
My
Yeah.
my saddest thing from Harry Potter is when Dobby says, "Dobby's a free elf. Dobby's
Oh.
happy."
Master
I love like
Beetlejuice.
it was one point where I used to watch Harry Potter just to go to sleep.
I love it.
I remember
Like
whenever I started to find out about it, I was a big fan and I would always watch it whenever it was on like cable TV. And I'd be like, everyone shut up, it's Harry Potter. And then eventually I wanted to keep watching it over and over and over again. And at the time, my parents had, I don't know what service we had for the TV, but I bought the Harry Potter Harry Potter bundle package for like $95 to have
oh
all
my
seven
gosh.
movies. It
Your parents
was
weren't upset?
oh they knew.
Oh.
I literally was like on my hands and knees I was like I will do chores for the rest of my life. Of course I was literally maybe like 8 years old, but
Mhm.
hey, it worked.
Dang.
Still own all those movies.
Wow. The first time I watched Harry Potter, I actually was scared. I was like, no, I don't want to watch this. I'm scared. Then when I got older, I watched it again. I was like, what was I scared of? Like,
That's one of my good friends. She is obsessed with Harry Potter and her roommate has never seen it, so they're like on a Harry Potter movie marathon right now and they're almost done. But the friend that hadn't watched it, she was like, "Oh, I don't know about it. Like it looks like the blah blah blah." And she's scared of the Dementors, which granted those are scary.
I
Those
hate
are
yeah.
those.
But they're
yeah, and
not that
Voldemort.
scary though.
No, yeah, and Voldemort's not scary. He's just like not easy to look at.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't
He's
know.
not easy
I'm
on the
so
eyes.
glad.
No.
No, he's not. He's like a solid 3.
I wouldn't even give him
Maybe
that.
that's generous. He's like
I
maybe
give
a
him a
2.
one.
Yeah, I
Oh,
would give him a 0,
I was trying to
honestly.
give
He
him a
is
benefit of the doubt,
nice.
you guys.
That's sweet.
Like,
Doesn't have
But
a sweetheart either, so like
I'm
well, like
very
when they showed
glad.
him before, he was kind of cute. But now,
Yeah.
I can't remember him before.
he wasn't bad looking.
Mm-mm.
He looked
You know,
like
I think
a
it's really cute.
standard.
Um, I think that whenever it's like old Harry or whatever, or like when they're in the elevator and him and Ron like transform into like different people or whatever. That guy saw
Mhm.
it.
Ah!
Just when I said, I was like,
Mm.
okay, Harry.
I'm so glad they added Harry Potter World. I loved it. The roller coasters there were so good. I haven't been back since they updated it, or since they. It sounds like they're doing like a software update. Since they added more to the park, that's something else I really want to go back and do. And of
I
course, I'll
will,
bring my wand and my robe.
I will say it's one ride. It's the Simpsons ride. I did not like that ride. Like my
Oh, I didn't like
neck
it either.
I don't think I
was
did either.
hurting so bad when I got off that ride. Like even the other people who were on with us, they were like, "This ride sucks." Like that's why the line was so
My
short.
One of my favorite rides at Universal is, well, from Harry Potter World. It was the Dueling Dragons ride. Uh,
Mm.
and like you'd have a blue dragon and a red dragon. You basically would race one another at one point. You go like this, and you go. Phew! But
Ooh.
another fun ride, another favorite is the Hulk. The Hulk is such
Mhm.
a fun ride. Um, the Mummy was a good one.
I love the
The
mummy.
Rocket. I don't remember what it's called. It's not Rock and Roller Coaster. 'Cause that's Disney. It was the red one where you go up, like straight up, and you drop down.
I think
Um,
I know which one you're talking about.
yeah, it's like at the Universal. It's not Adventure Island. Adventure Island. That's what it's called. Which is
Yes.
the one
Uh,
with like the Hulk, and all the like main rides.
mm,
And the Universal Studios is the other one.
mm. I like the
But
Spider-Man ride as well. That one
oh,
was
that was
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, besides the theme parks in Orlando, there definitely is other stuff to do.
Yeah.
It's like an hour and a half away from Tampa, so that's not like a too terrible drive.
Mhm.
And Tampa has a lot to offer. They have a beach. They're close. They're like on the Gulf, so they're like close to St. Pete, which is like has a little beach area on the Gulf. And they also have Busch Gardens in Tampa, which can be compared to, I guess, like Universal and Six Flags, but like on steroids.
Yeah.
It's so fun over there. Um, but I haven't
Yeah.
been in a while. I really want to go.
I haven't been to Universal in a while. Growing up, well, not growing up, but like in high school, my best friend, she is like full blown Disney adult. It's Jessica. No, you know her. She did the Disney
Yeah.
College program last semester. Like
Oh
we would
wow.
go every single year.
Mhm.
She actually met her boyfriend in Orlando, so good for
Oh
them. But
wow. Dang. She might as well move
Good
to
for
Orlando.
her.
yeah, but going to Disney and my cousin Madeline like loves Disney too. We went there for her 21st and drank around the world and everything. Um, I don't know, like I've been to Orlando also, like in high school or whatever, for like breaks, and my grandparents used to have a timeshare there, so we would go and like stay and then like drive like 30 minutes to the beach every day, and their beaches are like gorgeous. It's super
Yeah.
hot.
They have really clear water.
Yeah.
They do.
But maybe we should tell them what we would bring to Disney or
Oh, okay.
Universal or like
Yeah.
in a backpack. Like so when I would go, I'd always carry like some kind of like smaller backpack that you can like put on a ride.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
if you're a Disney adult,
Like
you
a
need
fanny
ears.
pack.
Jessica, my
Yeah.
friends, bring ears for every single outfit, and I thought that was the stupidest thing ever. But everyone wears them there, so
That's
kudos.
like even with Orlando, like Disney, the theme parks, Disney, Universal, like definitely, obviously you have, I don't think there's size restriction because I've seen people with like full blown book bags,
Me
but
too.
you just
Mm.
have to put them in the locker, which obviously becomes more racks up your money that you're spending
Yeah.
because you're buying a locker for like every single ride you're going
Mhm.
on. Whereas a fanny pack, most of the times I've never had an issue with it. They would tell me to take it off and I would like wrap it around my foot like so many times
Yeah.
so it doesn't like fly off. But usually my fanny pack I keep like obviously my wallet, I'll put my phone in there, um, and just other essentials like
Sunscreen, like
sunscreen,
Yeah.
some
Water.
Advil if needed,
Some Tums,
yeah,
just in case you
water.
get
I know
nauseous.
one of my friends has, whenever I went with them, they had like a collapsible water bottle. that like ended up being like collapsed really thin, and they
Oh,
would put it into their fanny pack, so it would pop up to like a water bottle like this big,
That's awesome.
oh,
which is
okay.
pretty smart.
That
Because
makes
I
sense.
think you're allowed to bring a water bottle in, but it has to be
Yeah.
empty.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not sure. I might just be making that up. Disney, don't come for me, please.
Disney, if you're
I was
watching
gonna
this,
say my tip would be to bring a jacket because I mean it's hot, but it ain't that hot, especially depending on when I went in December, you needed at least a small jacket.
at night,
Hmm.
breezy at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Or
does
like
get cold
early
at
in the
night.
day, like you need a
Yeah.
little
And if you don't
jacket.
want to bring a jacket and you want a souvenir, go buy a jacket.
Yeah. I would say wait to get your souvenirs after you get on all the rides.
Oh, for sure.
Because then you're
Yeah.
gonna have all
Spending
that
money,
stuff.
yeah. And like, I mean, if you want a souvenir from Disney, maybe get some like ears. Like, if you're like walking around the park all day, get ears and then make your bigger purchases towards the end. Unless if you feel like they're going to sell out, which a lot of the times they do. But I feel like Disney is also really quick with restocks. So,
That's true.
Or you could get a locker, but like he said, the lockers are kind of expensive. I think the one that we
yeah.
had a day, I think it was like $15 because I think they go based off size.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's like $45 if you're there for 3 days just on a lock.
Yeah.
But
Which is crazy.
yeah. But I think when we went to Universal, I think we had it the whole day. So it's not that
Yeah.
bad.
Sometimes you just like bite the bullet and do it, especially with like fast passes too. Those are
Yeah.
also really convenient to look into. Uh,
Definitely. You waste half the
mhm.
Oh,
day standing in line. Like
I have
usually.
a story about a fast pass. So when
Ooh.
we went on that Simpsons ride or whatever, so it was these people in front of us and they were kind of talking to us, but we weren't with them. So like we were just walking with them and the guy was like, "Oh, y'all come on." So I guess they thought we were all together. They had fast passes. So we passed the line. We're like, "What the heck? Why are they taking us all the way to the front?" And the guy was like, "Oh, we thought you were with them." And we were like, no, we weren't with them. And they was just like, oh, well, you guys could just stay up here. You guys don't have to go all the way back. So we
That's nice.
skipped the
Imagine
line and we didn't even have fast passes. I was like, wow.
they kicked you to the end of the line, not
Yeah.
even back to where you were.
Yeah. We were like literally like as soon as we walked up there, we're the next people going.
That's
And I was like,
awesome.
wow.
I
I
Crazy.
love
remember
I
when
don't love waiting, but like something so like anticipation, like exciting about like being next in line to like get on the ride and like waiting for a long
Mhm.
like especially like for Avatar and like rides that you have to really wait like an hour for.
Mhm.
I love just like waiting and being like, oh, I can't wait. I get so
I
much done in
yeah,
mean,
those
that's
lines too. Like I go through all my photos and delete stuff.
yeah.
Like I don't know.
I think it depends. Like one ride we got on, I think we waited almost 2 hours for it. So then we were like, okay, we're ready
Yeah.
to get on. But
Yeah.
if it's just like a quick little 30 minutes to 45 minutes, it's like, okay. So, ooh,
Yeah,
we're
that's,
getting
that's
closer.
an okay amount of time.
Yeah. But
Some of the
yeah. I
other
remember when we went to Universal, first time I went to Harry Potter World, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Then we bought like lightning passes because I
mhm.
no, I think Disney they're called flash passes. Or they might be Universal. I don't
At
know. I get
Universal,
them
they
mixed
call
up.
them fast passes.
Oh. I remember we did that and they were very, very beneficial. Just because I think Harry Potter, it was like newer at the time, so everybody and their mom was there. So it was kind of nice and it kind of like made me feel important. I was like, damn, like y'all are waiting in line. I'm not.
Yeah.
Uh, so
Your
it was a
favorite.
lot of fun, but it kind of sucks because you need to like reserve the timing that you want because you can't just be like, oh, I have a fast pass, blah blah blah. It's like, oh, I want to use my fast pass for this ride at this time, stuff like that, which is cool, but I'd pay extra to just
Yeah. I will say, like, one thing me and my boyfriend learned, a lot of hotels, they'll have where you can get a fast pass included in your like bundle when you book with them. So I think
Mhm.
Mhm.
that's one thing I will do like next year, like just find a hotel or a resort or whatever that has the fast passes
That's awesome. I didn't
included.
know that did that.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably
Yeah, we
it's way
stayed
more expensive, but when you calculate how much it costs to get a fast pass, it's worth it.
we stayed
So
at the Hard Rock Hotel in Universal, and it was so sick and so cool because it was like music themed, obviously, Hard Rock Hotel. And behind the hotel, there was like a ferry that you would get on. It would take you to the Universal Park, which I thought was really cool. And our room did include fast pass for whatever rides we wanted, but we just had to reserve the timing, which was
Yeah.
really neat.
That's so
Yeah, I
nice.
know for a fact the ones that are actually on Universal's like resort or whatever, they do it. But if you stay off, I don't think they do it. Because I know we stayed at the DoubleTree, which was right across the street, so we just had to walk. We didn't even have to drive over there. They didn't like offer fast passes in the bundle, but Orlando is great. I
Unbelievable
mean,
of
it's more
them.
to do in
Yeah,
Orlando.
Orlando's
Just
awesome.
go.
There's a lot you
to-
can do. I mean, it's not just
Yeah.
like parks. I mean, there's
Mhm.
I feel like there's a lot of things you can see, a lot of like pretty beaches you can go to.
They have a
We talked
great
about
movie
Fort
theater.
Walton
There's
in Florida, like what, 4 weeks, 5 weeks
Yeah.
ago? Gosh,
yeah.
2 months ago, actually. Good God.
Oh, yeah.
And like that's a fun part of Florida, but Orlando is like really not that far from everything, so it's honestly not that
Yeah.
far.
Right.
One-
Obviously, Orlando is more of your city based, so uh, it's going to be a little bit further away from the beach and stuff,
Mhm.
just because it's more inland. But you can definitely make that drive to Tampa about an hour and a half, 2 hours if you are wanting to go to the beach while you're there. If you have a free day and
Mhm.
just want to do something, I mean, you have shops. There's a
They have a
few.
Tanger
There's an
outlet.
yeah. There's outlets in Orlando.
Mhm.
Stuff like that. Usually when I go, it's just mostly sticking to the parks and stuff. But I mean, there's good restaurants, fun
Mhm.
places to go if you're not wanting to go to the park that day. But a good time, good
When
place.
we had this great ramen place, and I don't know what's the name of it, but it was by the DoubleTree Hotel. It was great. The ramen was amazing. Like you could cook the food in front of you. I can't remember what they called that, but they had that as well, and it was great. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Well, yeah, Alexis, I'm gonna send you some of my pictures from Disney. I forgot I have
Mhm.
I have a lot of pictures from like Disney World, and
Yeah, send me those.
we can make a little post
Yeah,
about.
Mhm.
I sent you mine from Universal, but I can definitely
Yeah, I posted it.
scour my stuff. I haven't had the chance to look at it because I was driving to my friend's apartment.
Mm.
But
Oh yeah, we made a post today. We're still recording.
yes, we are. We did make a
Follow us on
post.
TikTok. It'll be
Yes.
here.
It'll be
Definitely
linked
put
in
it
the
here.
bio.
And that as
Linked
well.
in the bio.
All right. Well, we hope
But
you guys
I need to send
enjoyed
some Disney stuff too.
our talk about Orlando,
Yeah,
and
sorry it's a little bit
Bye
shorter,
guys.
but
Yeah.
we're missing our team leader. So
Yeah.
yeah. And we
And it's
also
a
have
school
to,
day.
it is a school day. We're actually having to leave to go to class shortly, but um yeah.
We'll see you
And we also
guys
have to knock
next
out
week.
a few more podcasts. Whose phone is that?
it's mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not my phone.
Sorry, it's
All
mine.
right. Well, bye
Quiet
everybody.
on set.
See you next week.
Bye
Bye.
guys. Okay, how do I